Chapter 3, Molecules, Compounds, and Chemical Equations. Here's an interesting question. How many different substances exist? What do you think? Thousands? Bazillions, perhaps? A lot, huh? A lot of different substances. There's really no answer to that. Why did I ask? Because they used it as the title of a subsection in Chapter 3. So, being the person I am, I just copied it down into the PowerPoint slides. So we know that elements combine with each other to form compounds. There's 91 different elements, and if you think about the different combinations of 91 elements, and it's not just, oh, I'm going to combine one of this and one of that. You could have 5 different elements in one group. Just the combinations of carbon and hydrogen alone are staggering. So we got lots and lots of combinations. There's huge diversity among the substances, and that is a result of the ability of elements to form compounds. If they couldn't form compounds, there wouldn't be life. When we take elements and make a compound out of them, we change their properties. And this was a chemical change, right? Because you take oxygen and hydrogen, you combine them to make water. You don't have hydrogen molecules anymore. You don't have oxygen molecules. So let's look at the properties here. Hydrogen boils at minus 253 Celsius, oxygen at minus 183 Celsius. Water boils at plus 100 degrees Celsius. That's a big difference. Hydrogen and oxygen are gases at room temperature. Water's a liquid. I think the coolest difference is hydrogen is explosive, oxygen is necessary for combustion, and water is actually used to extinguish flames. I think that's just sweet irony, right? We can take hydrogen and oxygen, which if you have the gases together in a balloon and you spark it, it goes kaboom, and it makes all the ceiling tiles jump up and fall back down. And you're like, ooh, I made that one too big. Don't ask me how I know that. When 2 or more elements combine to form a compound, you get an entirely new substance. It's a chemical change. You get a new substance, new properties. The ratios of the different elements in a compound have a specific proportion. And that's what makes it a compound as opposed to a mixture. So you can have a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen with any proportion, but in water, you always have 2 hydrogen atoms for every 1 oxygen atom. We have definite proportions for compounds. Here's an example. This is a balloon, which would be very explosive. Any ratio. But in the water, it's always the same. We have these little Mickey Mouse heads. Always 2 hydrogens to 1 oxygen.